Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of the official ARK podcast, here with number 334. My name's Coach MT, and I'm here live today with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Mr. Atlas. The floor is all yours, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Coach Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. This is Saturday, September 30th. That's right, folks, the end of the month. Tomorrow we start fresh, October 1st. Forward to a fantastic October here. Going to be a month of delivering more products. We're looking forward to the bill pay. We're looking forward to ArkFi. We've got so much happening. The team is working so hard. Thankfully, Mr. Alex is taking some time off today, well-deserved, after delivering like a midwife on the Terra card. Fantastic UI, great feedback coming from the DAO. Just those fine-tuning little aspects that make a huge, massive difference. I want everyone to be able to come in and have the whole transaction, the KYC, everything that they need to do within our system to get the card delivered right to their doorstep, be a seamless, easy, intuitive, like a no-brainer situation for anyone, regardless of how much of an expert or a newbie they might be in the crypto space. Let's take a quick look and see what's happening on the ARK. We're going to go kind of fast today, as we do have a special treat for all of you. I know we've heard a lot of folks ask, where is Mr. Z? When is he back? And folks, he's here for a cameo appearance on the Saturday night stream. So sit back, relax. We've got the DeFi Sessions coming at the end of the pod, as we usually do. But right now, I'll tell you, we're at 5,641 total ARK Vault accounts. Liquidity on PancakeSwap, 42,539 BUSD. IOC reserves, 105, 462 BUSD. The price of ARK is 4 cents. And the Spark price pool, 858.35 ARK. 10% is going to the MVP. And who's the MVP? Well, out of the 10 on the leaderboard, the number one, the pole position, belongs to F752. Congratulations, 752. We've had a lot of great updates from Brett Nordin this week. Great dialogue happened yesterday during our podcast. Definitely, if you haven't checked it out, you're here on YouTube, just go to yesterday's podcast number 333. Definitely a lot of alpha, a lot of talk about the future and how we're going to be growing. What is our plan? What's coming? But I'm sure over the weekend, it's pretty slow. This one is Alex is out. But let's hear from Brett Nordin.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of an understanding. What's coming? What's happening? I mean, we've all said a lot, but maybe a short team.
Yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. Today was more of for me at least, and I know for you too, we had some great meetings today, great discussions. Always moving the ball forward, but today was a lot of admin work in the background. We are working on the back end as well as I think we've talked a little bit about the design work we're doing on ARK Lite, as well as the product development work. So a bit of that today, as well as just catching up on some of the privacy product stuff. There's a lot of pieces to that and a lot of data for us to go through on our side, just to make sure that the team's tracking. These are, very detailed reports and things that we get from them. So we need to go through those and fine-tooth comb, make sure that they're delivering as promised and we're on track and we're on time. And so far we're on time, on budget. So everything's looking great there. As you mentioned, Alex is out this weekend. So we're going to be looking forward to the next week, getting really going on the bill pay. He's going to be working on the product landing page for that. We'll be developing out the content, FAQs, all that stuff that we do, as we've already done for the ramp, for the Terra card, for the Air card. This is the new way of us doing this to be more Web 2 friendly, instead of having white papers and all these complicated things to sort through when a new investor comes in. They're not used to that. Most people that come from outside the crypto world aren't used to reading long, lengthy white papers on how everything works. So we want to make sure that all the information is accessible. People can make a decision off a single page. It may scroll a little bit, but they'll be able to get to the bottom and make all of those great decisions and see the details for the product and learn from those pages. So that's what we'll be going through next week on bill pay. That's the next big thing he's going to be working on. And obviously we'll have more discussions, more meetings on ARK Lite, as well as the privacy products, to just keep those going and flowing. And everything's looking fantastic as far as that goes. So yeah, I'm excited to get cracking back in the saddle of the dev teams and really putting getting our hands dirty and keeping those projects moving and working smoothly.
Yes, sir. A lot of dirty hands in the sausage room. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's a fun process, but it's got its ups and down cycles, and we roll with the punches and we keep things moving, and that's important.
That's right. We sure do. And keeping on moving, we've got the Sparky. I think, Coach MT, you don't have anything lined up. There's no side menu for today.
We do have a video from Mr. Big, but I understand, of course, it is late for Z, so we can always say that for tomorrow.
All right. So let's do Sparky. We can save that for tomorrow. And real quick, Z, do you need a couple of minutes as you're getting organized with DeFi sessions over there? And I do the Sparky. I can do a very short, quick Sparky, or I could give you a few more time.
I'm good to go. Do Sparky. Let's load up the music,
okay,
and then we can start.
Okay. Let's get this crypto, folks. So let's go ahead and bring the Sparky here front and center. All right. A lot of folks want to see the Sparky. Coach MT, can you see it?
Oh, we can. 861.94 ARK. Let's go. Some funky tunes.
Oh, we're in the Amazon deep.
Let's go.
Savage.
Don't forget your machete.
That's right. Oh, I hear the birds, snakes. And I think a gorilla somewhere there.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
And there it is, folks. We have today's lucky Spark Prize winner. Their wallet ends in DF86. They've won 780.45 ARK, and they are a first-time winner, folks. Sheesh! Woo-hoo! And of course, the MVP, day one, they're 10%, which is 86.72 ARK. Their wallet ends in F752. Congratulations, MVP. And folks, that's not all. Today, we've got the legend himself here with us again, Mr. Z, and he's going to grace us with yet another DeFi Sessions. It's been a while, folks. How you doing, my friend?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just enjoying Asia and what Asia has to bring. There's a bunch of, you can say, DeFi upgrades here happening between the Southeast and Australia and stuff. So I've just been networking and just learning a lot on how things are going to change here. So let's get to the DeFi session. Can you guys see my screen just fine?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. So the first thing I want to sort of touch into is price action, because price action is really important, especially when we're leading into end of October till November to December. These are going to be 3 crucial months. One, because it's going to be it's going to be Q4, so it's going to be the last quarter of the year. But also, it's also important to us because it's leading into the American elections. And I'm sure people that live in the States right now, you're going to start to see a lot of adverts, vote for this person, that person. This is his policy. That's her policy. Red, blue, you're going to see the flags all over the place. And you're going to see a bunch of debates and stuff. But do keep your eyes on the crypto regulations, because there is going to be a lot of updates there. And until we get more indication of where the politics lie, we're going to have sideways movement. And currently, if you guys look at the Bitcoin chart, we are still around 27,000. So that's the first thing I want to sort of touch on is there's a reason why we're sort of accumulating a move here, because we will see Bitcoin go up. And I think it's going to be all dependent on the sort of policies that the politicians bring, and how the SEC see it and how that sort of updates. So that's one thing I have on my eye. So I have the sort of Bitcoin sort of price action at 27K. Now I haven't done an update in ages. So as usual, all my links are in the DeFi link section in our Discord. And the next thing I want to kind of touch on is, because this affects a lot of different things, especially the US dollar. As we know, the US dollar pegs against all our cryptocurrencies, BTC and everything. The US government was meant to shut down this week, if you guys were keeping an eye on the news. And I can just announce that in the last hour, this is breaking news, even to me. But the House passed a bill to avert government shutdown, sends to Senate. So the reason why this is important is because the dollar index is pegged to all the different cryptocurrencies we have. So we keep an eye on what happens in the US side of things. So right now, if we look at the current dollar index, we're streaming around 105. And when we're streaming around 105, we either pull back downwards, and that's what we were predicted to have. We were predicting that in the next week or so, we would see lower lows get made. And we know, as most people do, that when the dollar index shorts, that's when metals and our sort of fintech stock and especially something like Bitcoin goes a bit higher. So currently there is a settlement in place there, and the government will not shut down. So McCarthy defies Republican hardliners but gets Democratic vote. Ukraine aid set aside for now. White House sees separate bills. Because this was the big debate this week, especially in sort of America, about you can say the Ukrainian aid that's going forward, and also the government shutdown, because these are two big issues. So that's one thing that we kind of can touch on politically. Now, in the crypto sphere, in the last week, we had a big update. So if you guys look into Ethereum's price right now, Ethereum is currently streaming around 1679. And there's a reason why it's pumped in the last, you can say, couple of days. Because we had the big Cancun update. So you can call it Dencun or you can call it Cancun. But the Dencun upgrade took place. So we I apologize. I haven't been here for a month, or else I would have sort of led you guys into the sort of key points when it comes to these upgrades. I did an okay job when I was explaining the Shanghai hard fork. But now in the sort of so the Shanghai hard fork was a big development towards Ethereum on the staking purposes, right? We had a bunch of folks that staked their Ethereum for a couple of years, the sort of whales, and then we had an unlock of that, and sort of Ethereum was introduced to staking, and staking goes into proof of stake, and so that was a big update with the Shanghai hard fork. But the Cancun upgrade is as big. And that's why we're seeing, so the Cancun upgrade brings us into layer 2 scalability. So when we look into staking, when we look into lesser, you can say transaction rates, faster transaction rates, we were going to look into the Cancun upgrade. So there's a few benefits that Ethereum has seen in the last couple of days, and I think it's going to take another couple of weeks to really see its prime, you can say, focus. But these are the pinpoints that we have to look into going forward in the next week or so when it comes to Ethereum. So the Ethereum Cancun upgrade is poised to bring substantial benefits to the network, including boosted scalability. Right. So we said layer 2, enhanced layer 2 solutions, which operate atop the main blockchain. Reduce gas fee through the utilization of data blobs and implementation of EIP 4844. The upgrade aims to significantly cut down the gas fees to moves that will be particularly beneficial to layer 2 solutions. Strengthening security. The network security infrastructure will be fortified, safeguarding users' data, investments thanks to initiative EIP 6780. Efficient data storage. So EIP 1153 is set to optimize data storage on the blockchain, fostering more efficient and cost-effective operations, which is a boom for layer 2 solutions that rely on optimal data management. So ODM is something that we sort of, when we look into optimism, when we look into ZK rollups, and we also look into Arbitrum, which is based a lot on optimistic rollups. They all face sort of focus around optimal data management and are able to really bring down the weight on data management. So that's why this is a really important sort of upgrade. The other two parts to Cancun that make it really important is the cross-chain side of the interoperability of it. So enhanced cross-chain connectivity. The upgrade through EIP 4788 promises smoother and more secure interactions between the different blockchain networks, facilitating better integration with layer 2 solutions. So if you guys sort of come across optimistic rollups, when you guys look into ZK Sync and Polygon, when you look into Optimism, Arbitrum, and also when you look into like you can say even BNB chain, so Binance Smart Chain, what you're seeing is a lot of these infrastructures are moving into layer 2. And you're seeing faster transaction rate. You're seeing the same thing on Solana. You're seeing the same thing on AVAX, on Avalanche. This upgrade here will for the first time bring interoperability between the many mainnets. So interaction between different blockchain networks, facilitating better integration with layer 2 solutions. So these are the you can say upgrades that we've seen. So a Cancun upgrade happened on the 28th of September, and I think it's going to go on for the next week or so. The next week and a half to 2 weeks, you're going to see some price action in Ethereum, because there is going to be some interest. Whenever there's interest in a new upgrade or hard fork, we normally see price action. So that's why you see Ethereum currently move from 1560 to 1660. So these are the main talking points, and I think through the week, if I get the time, I will sort of talk more about the Cancun hard fork. The other thing that we have to keep an eye on is the validator size, because as basically Ethereum gets bigger, as the crowd gets more interested, Ethereum will need more validators when it comes to, you can say, transactional rates, when it comes to security, when it comes to DAO proposals. Because I think currently the Ethereum, you can say, Foundation has a voting up to, you can say, 800,000 to 900,000. But if DeFi is going to go further and we're going to touch the sort of 2, 3 billion, 4 billion mark in population, we have to make sure that there's that the voting mechanism, the validator mechanism is on point. And that's what this latest hard fork is sort of pressing on. So the most pressing issue on Ethereum is validator size growth. If appetite for staking on Ethereum does not slow meaningfully over the next several months, the size of Ethereum's validator set could become problematic for the blockchain, says research from Galaxy Digital. So yeah, these are going to be an important, crucial next couple of months for Ethereum, because validator is something that you do see on layer 2s. You see validators sort of being optimized on ZK rollups. You're seeing it on, you can say, Optimistic and on Arbitrum. So we have to see the same thing happen on Ethereum on that point. Now, the last thing I want to sort of cover, if you guys can give me a minute, is staking. Because if DeFi, if crypto is really going to be adopted by the mass, the first sort of, you can say, utility that it needs to work on is the banking side. And as we know, the banking is also based on money that gets locked up. And that's why staking is a really important, you can say, utility when it comes to crypto, when it comes to any sort of mainnet, and how the banking industry takes it up. So currently that's the discussion in Europe right now. So the article here reads, Europe's crypto industry wants staking clarity as regulations loom. The EU and the UK may both be contemplating new rules to cover crypto staking, as regulatory actions in Switzerland and Singapore offer a cautionary tale, right? So crypto staking has so far escaped specific regulation in Europe, but many in the industry wonder if it's helpful to maintain a regulatory gray area. So the European Union Markets in Crypto Assets, MiCA, makes the bloc the world's first major jurisdiction with a more or less comprehensive crypto law. So yeah, MiCA was pretty beneficial to crypto overall. We when the MiCA sort of agreements came in, we saw more VC money sort of tap into Europe, and now the next step is to regulate the staking mechanism, because the quicker we can regulate staking, the quicker these sort of utilities can get into the banking industry. And I believe, like, when staking gets into our banking industry and sort of our sort of institutional banks, and when it comes to sort of commercial and regional banks, when they offer their customers the chance of staking their stables or you can say cryptocurrencies, it will bring a different type of stability, and we see that happen in crypto in sort of ebbs and flows. So just describing what that staking is, I think would be helpful. It's something that is new to the industry, and sort of a good legislation that sort of covers staking can also help folks in Binance and Coinbase also bring in, because I think Coinbase sort of, prior to the suit, they were going to offer staking to the general public in America, and they had to take that down due to the SEC's sort of order. And I think this coming into Europe and the UK will be quite beneficial to bring a great utility to customers and also to regional banks and institutes. So yeah, that covers the DeFi session. Let me just quickly see if there's any more articles I want to cover for today. But yeah, I think that covers everything for today. But I think through the week we'll touch into the upgrades and the hard forks that happen in Ethereum. And it's great to see all of you. We have a full house here. It's the first day of the month. So happy 1st of October to everybody. And hopefully we have many more DeFi sessions going forward. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Z. Great to see you, my friend. Sure, the community is very happy to get the Alpha Cancun in the house. So is the next one called Tulum by any chance?
Tulum. I wish, man. I wish it could be called Tulum. I'd call it Tulum.
That's fantastic. So yeah, another great one, and that's going to bring us, folks, to the end of the Saturday edition. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be back same time as always, folks. 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. It's going to be the Sunday sessions on the ARK. We look forward to seeing everyone there. We also want to remind you to smile, be calm, cool, collected as you enjoy this fantastic ride on the spaceship we call planet Earth. Take care, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow.